Recording. All right, what's good? What's good, chat? We're back. And I'm on a mission to travel. I really want to go to Japan the most, but another place I want to go is Iceland. Probably Japan, Iceland, and then Norway, Finland, Sweden the most. Those are my top 4 or 5, however many that was. I don't know. But today we're looking at Iceland. And how much it costs, I guess. I think I reacted to a similar one before, Japan. These guys CNBC make it. But let's get into it. Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit more expensive than Japan. It's just nature, bro.
In high school is when I had some type of thought when I was sitting in economics class. While the professor was talking about US economics and politics, something in my brain was just like, I don't think I'm meant to live in the US. When I moved to Iceland, it felt as if there was something magnetic that has been pulling me in this direction. And I still haven't been able to put my finger on it exactly, but I know it has something to do with the nature.
Nature's fucking amazing.
My name is Jules Chambers. I am 38 years old. I moved to Iceland from Brooklyn in 2016, and I make $73,000 a year.
Based in Brooklyn.
I was born and raised in Brooklyn, specifically in Bushwick. I moved to Iceland in June of 2016, and it was a huge change for me. The biggest reason for me moving is that I had married an Icelander. Besides love, I also was offered a job in the marketing department of a big travel company in Iceland. My ex and I separated in 2022, and our divorce was finalized in July of 2023.
Tough.
All Things Iceland gives you the inside scoop on Icelandic nature, history, culture, and travel through the eyes of someone who moved here as an American in 2016, giving travel tips, advice, and sharing fun anecdotes about the country, as well as interviews on my podcast and really fun, helpful information across all of my social media platforms. All Things Iceland for the last 6 months has made a little over $50,000, and for the rest of the year, the projection is revenue of $100,000. And the company pays me, in essence, I pay myself $6,000 a month before taxes and pension.
Dang.
Because I have a partnership, a long-term contract with a car rental company here in Iceland, I do not pay for anything regarding the car except for fueling it. There is universal health insurance in Iceland that is heavily subsidized. So once you've been living in the country for at least 6 months with a kennitala, or what would be considered your social security number, you're automatically rolled into the healthcare system. And when you go to the doctor, you do have to pay some amount of money, but it is normally not a lot. Oftentimes, when I've gone to the doctor, my cost might be $3 or $4.
Damn.
In general, Iceland is expensive, and in particular when it comes to eating out, it definitely can be expensive. It is normal to pay somewhere between $25 to $30 for one course at a restaurant, a main course.
Yeah, that's anywhere in the world.
Often when I've gone out and I had a 3-course dinner, that would be somewhere around $100 to $120. A cup of coffee also varies depending on where you get it. It could cost you as much as $7.50 to almost $8.
I don't think I can go to Iceland. I'd do a 3-day trip there, bro. Couldn't live there. I'd pay $8 for my coffee.
have a credit card. It's a US credit card that I've had for a really long time. I was so happy when I paid it off a couple of years ago. Thankfully, I do not have any debt any longer. I did pay off my student loans, another thing that I was incredibly grateful to do. It's amazing to say that I am debt-free, and I'd like to keep it that way. Every month when I pay myself, because in Iceland you pay yourself once per month, that's usually how it happens, I put away automatically 10% into a savings account.
Okay. What is this place? Is it a grocery store?
In Kronan, which is the store I normally like to shop at. This section is my section. Granted, in Iceland, it's limited. And the only reason why I love it is because at least I can get some fresh things. It's because I am plant-based. I often am buying fruits and vegetables, so bananas, of course. It's really important to me to try and shop as local as I can, just because I want to support the fact that Iceland has certain vegetables that it can grow and produce.
Yo, that guy hucked the boxes back there, bro. Look at the background here.
Important to me to try and shop as local as I can.
Look at this guy. Look at the far left here. Or far right, I don't know.
Because I want to support the fact that Iceland has certain vegetables that it can grow and produce. And
a $3 fucking cucumber
gives out, so I'm always buying cucumber. They're looking really fresh.
That's gonna be like $8.
Because sometimes, due to produce always being imported and being in the country for a while, it's good to just like look around it and make sure, you know, okay, this is a decent one. I love mushrooms.
Yeah,
they're
that's
so
fair.
Delicious. So, really happy that Iceland does grow these too.
Oh, pan fry them, bro. All right, fucking cut them up into like quarters or even halves, bro. Put some garlic butter, some garlic stuff in the pan. All right, stir fry those up. So good.
One hot tip though, that if you're visiting and you are wondering about the water in Iceland, it is pristine, it's amazing. There's no reason to ever buy bottled water in Iceland, ever. Another very Icelandic thing that you'll find in stores besides meat.
I drink stuff straight to the tap in Canada.
And this is harðfiskur, so it's dried haddock, and this is 1,699. Do not open this in an airplane, in someone's car without their permission. Like, it is a very intense smell.
I would imagine. Broccoli. Ooh, what's that place?
I love living in downtown Reykjavik, and I specifically live in the 101 area. On a street that's a little bit busy, but I don't mind it, especially being from New York. And for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment with an indoor parking spot, I'll just say that because that's important to me, as well as a storage area downstairs, I pay a little over $1,900.
That's a little much.
Welcome to my humble abode. The bathroom is here. It's small but cozy. A nice big mirror and like storage space all over here. We walk right into
a pretty decent
kitchen. I love having an island. I feel like I'm doing something wrong though, because I'm currently walking with my shoes on in Iceland in the house, and that is not something that you do. My workspace is here.
Why do you do it? Then why do you do it? That's, I guess, because if anyone comes over, they're just walking fucking shoes in. That's one thing I don't like. Shoes inside a house should not be a thing. There's a landing for a reason, all right? Take your shoes off, keep them on the landing. That's another thing I like about Japan. It's criminal behavior to do that, bro. So it is in Canada too. Some people do it in Canada though, and
chilling out space, huge couch, TV.
Nice
Even
TV.
though I don't watch a ton of television.
Woman, why is your couch that way and your TV's there? Are you watching TV like this? You're sitting there, you're like, how the fuck are you watching TV, dog?
Television.
I see you was sitting there. I can see your butt print on the fucking couch.
When I moved in here, my mom was like,
an
"You
L-shaped
need to have a
couch?"
TV.
It is,
She was
okay.
right. This painting
That's more
and the
acceptable.
paintings that you see in this apartment are actually by my boyfriend. He's a great artist and musician. In the last room of the house, at least that's in this apartment, is the bedroom.
Messy as fuck.
I love the closet space. All
I guarantee you she probably cleaned it before the recording crew came in.
these closets are just for me.
If she doesn't open those closets, everything's in there, all messy.
Which is great. And a super comfy bed.
They didn't show the floor or anything, bro. 100% that was a messy ass room.
I love Iceland, but it also can be really tough in the wintertime when the daylight is so much less. We have about 4 hours of daylight on our shortest day in the winter, but then we have 24-hour bright days during the summer. It can be snowy, icy, rainy during the winter, of course wind any time of year, and rainy during the summer. Mild temperatures though, which is nice, meaning it doesn't really go that much below freezing on average during the winter time. In the summertime, we're getting temperatures of maybe a high of 60 degrees Fahrenheit, but more
Celsius.
like 40 to 55 is fair. One of the most frustrating things about living in Iceland is not being able to just order whatever you want, and that's only the price that you pay. If I order something from Amazon or from iHerb, which I've done in the past, paying the customs fee can oftentimes be much more than what the item is worth. And that is extremely frustrating to me because there are oftentimes not everything that you want can be found in Iceland. So I need to order it from somewhere else. I would say that my Icelandic is baratlægi, only because I feel like I'm afraid to make really big mistakes. And that's something I'm working on. So my understanding is quite high. So I can often just like listen and I totally get it. And then I'm just like, what do I say? I'm stuck on what to say. Living in Iceland has 1000% had an amazing impact on my mental health.
That's
the nature
good.
aspect has helped me in so many ways, shedding kind of this idea that it always has to be about my skin color. Being a person of color has many different layers in Iceland, and everyone's experience is different. I have had a wonderful experience. When I moved, I think the biggest weight off of my shoulders was that I didn't feel like my color was the thing that was most part of my identity. It felt like
everyone should just treat you like you're a person.
What people were so interested in most of the time when we talked about.
I don't care what ethnicity you are, bro.
I loved being just Jules from New York. I'm not saying no one paid attention to my color or asked me questions. Definitely nowhere near the same type of weight that I felt in the United States regarding the systematic.
If you're a cool person, you're a cool person. If you're a dickhead, you're a dickhead.
I will never, ever say that there is no racism in Iceland. There absolutely is, and there have been people who have unfortunately been subjected to terrible things that have been said to them or done to them. I just have not been one of those people, and I hope that that doesn't ever happen and that it continues to get better as we all gain awareness. When I first moved over, a big part of being in an Icelandic family or marrying into one is that you spend a lot of time together. So it was great that my ex's family were so welcoming, so loving, so kind, as well as the people that I've met as friends. So I have Icelandic friends and I have non-Icelander friends who are coming from other countries who are really good friends of mine. I have a boyfriend now who is Icelandic and is amazing. And again, I am experiencing a very welcoming environment from his family. I also have been putting aside money to buy an apartment with my boyfriend.
She really likes that shirt, huh?
We're talking about how we can.
So she fucked up what she said. She said she's saving up to buy an apartment. She's saving up to buy a house.
Change the apartment to meet our needs. So currently it has one bathroom and we would like to have two.
Is that a bathroom? Is a washer in your bathroom?
Kitchen and transforming this room into the kitchen and making another bathroom / laundry area. This is our second time checking out this apartment. They lowered the price for this place and that of course intrigued us because it already had a lot of appeal. It's really bright. It's in a great location downtown.
Outside don't look too bad, but I would change the entire inside.
There's a wonderful view. Part of this apartment that you can tell it's like a bit older and needs some love, but we're good at...
That couch looks like it would fucking break.
Yeah, we're good at giving love. So there's schools for when we start a family. Ooh.
Looking ahead. Okay.
The number one thing I miss from the U.S. is my
Damn, what is that face?
family. I visit the U.S. 1 to 2 times a year, and I have family members that also visit 1 to 2 times a year. My mother being the number one person that loves to come over to Iceland. She was just here for 7 weeks, and that was amazing. I am an Icelandic citizen, and I have been for some years now. Iceland is my home. I've felt that ever since I moved. When I made that decision and stepped my foot down that day when I came to the country full time, it just felt right, and it has continued to feel that way. So for the foreseeable future, Iceland is my home, and I'm really happy that I have the chance to say that.
Cool. I wouldn't want to live in Iceland like I would in Japan, because Iceland seems a bit expensive. I definitely still travel there though for like a couple days, maybe a week. Yeah. Now I want to travel to Iceland more though. More so for the beautifulness of the country. You know.